Good morning, Zio here, and Google Stadia is about to save gaming. How, you ask? Well, it's simple. It all has to do with the controller. So let's get into it, shall we? Sometimes I see a story and I look at it and I'm like, this is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in my life. And then I get to thinking, no, wait, the thing yesterday was the most ridiculous thing. No, the thing before that was the most ridiculous thing. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and find something else that I'm going to feel is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. You know what? They're all ridiculous. Every single one of them. Not one is more ridiculous than the other. And it's great. It's funny. It's great to laugh at. But Google here is targeting women with its new service, Stadia, and it will save gaming. That is the whole point of this, is to save gaming, to get women into gaming, because as we all know, women don't game, right? Women don't game. Pay no attention to those women who are out there playing The Sims. Don't mind the fact that there are women out there actually playing CSGO, Halo, and Destiny, and Final Fantasy XIV, and World of Warcraft, and ESO, and any other game. Women don't play, because we need to get women into gaming. In reality, of course, there are women who do game. There are women who do more hardcore games, but a bulk majority do play a lot of things like this on the cell phone. They play the Candy Crush and, other match for 3 games. What is that one that Konika is constantly playing right now? I don't really know, but there's always 1,000 different little games that she'll play on this, but she's not a gamer, right? She occasionally would play WoW with me or whatever, and other than that, it's hard to get her into anything. Like, tried getting her into Fallout. That didn't work out so hot. And other games, and it's hard to get her into it. But Google has figured out how to get her into gaming and to get other women in gaming as well. And it's so simple. I'm surprised nobody has ever thought about it before. It has to do with the controller color. But Google wants to break into the hyper-competitive gaming industry, in part by targeting an audience sometimes overlooked by rivals, women. Because, gaming companies who typically, target gamers, apparently just exclude women when they target gamers, considering there are women who are gamers. The term gamer girl is there for a reason. Duh. Anyway, I need more coffee. It's too early for this. This is all stuff from last week, of course. The next few days we'll probably be going over last week's news, because I didn't do anything this weekend. I was too busy playing Prison Architect for some odd reason and just lost track of time, and the next thing I knew it was time to pass out somewhere. But on Tuesday, Google will launch Stadia. It already launched. Anyway, a way to stream and play console quality games from a web browser or smartphone. But one of the most innovative elements, however subtle, of the new gaming service is the design of the Stadia controller. Yes, the Stadia controller is designed in such a way that it is a marvel. It is an innovation to technology. It's really not. You pick up any of the other controllers out there, and they all have their little subtle things that make one feel better than another, but then for other people, it's the opposite and stuff like that. They just mold to your hands. They fit in the hands just right way. The triggers are easily accessible and everything else, but Stadia's not doing anything new. It really isn't. But anyway, traditionally gamer gear has been many Microsoft Xbox controllers come in colors like electric blue or fire truck red. Sony's controllers are available in black, as well as various shades of neon and camo. And Nvidia's angular black controller looks little too much like Darth Vader's mask. So whoever actually is working at Google apparently has never touched a system, let alone looked for another controller than what comes with it. When you buy the system, they generally come with a white or a black controller. That's the default. It's also probably, if I when it comes to like creating things, it's the cheapest thing to make. The mass-produced black or white, because the dyes and stuff for that is cheaper than getting blue or gold or anything like that. But nobody could take a few seconds to do a Google search like this, apparently. I did. They didn't, because they apparently can't. But just typing in whatever system and colors, controller colors, of course, into the Google will just net you so many different colors here that is unbelievable. You've got your red, you've got your turquoise with whatever color that is, that I guess is like a magenta or something. You've got whatever this is. This is a two-tone, looks kind of cool. There's green. Ooh, I like green. I'd like to have mine in that color. I want to buy that. Can I buy that? I can't buy that. I'm poor. I don't have the money. But look at this. Got the purples and the pinks, the silvers. There's a red camo, red and camo together. Whatever neon looking thing this is, with the purples and the blues. You've got tie-dye. I mean, come on. PlayStation controllers come in a variety of colors. And the same thing for the Xbox as well. I mean, look at this. There's the Minecraft one. This looks pretty cool. Space. You got your blues, reds, golds, whatever this thingy is, Ocean Shadow. That looks pretty cool. Sea of Thieves controller. There's a two-tone version of that. I mean, come on. Controllers come in different colors, Stadia. Google. Look, there's a green one. A green one. It's kind of bright, too. I don't like that color green, so it can stay. I don't want that. But, yeah, you can go here and find all sorts of controllers. And that one there looks like the original Xbox controller, which is a interesting thing to go about doing. I hated those controllers. I'm not gonna lie, I could not use the original Xbox controllers. When somebody developed a mini version of it, I picked that up real quick and in a hurry, because my hands are they're kind of small. Works great when you're working on computers, not so much when you have a big bulky controller. But yeah, I bet this thing comes in like some psychedelic tie-dye. Dragons. Ooh, I like that. The crystal type controllers. I mean, Google, what are you talking about? Controllers don't come in just like 3 or 4 colors. They come in 15 shades of not gray. Anyway. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah. Stadia is taking a more gender-neutral approach. Google is selling controllers that come in white, black, or, get this, wasabi green. Oh, wasabi green. Let me tell you. What color is wasabi green exactly? Like, seriously, I need to look this up real quick. I know what green is, but wasabi's a little out there. Alright, so these are wasabi green controllers, it looks like. Or, what pops up for wasabi green. It's this kind of look right here, I guess. I don't like that. I mean, I like green. I prefer this more darker forest looking green. But I don't like that or that. And those are more wasabi color, because I had to look. I had to type it in and see what I could find. Anyway, oh, by the way, PlayStation has beaten you to this, and so has Xbox, apparently, because I guess they can call this one wasabi green-ish. Yeah, Google, you're late to the party on that one. Just saying. Anyway, Nintendo, which made the Switch light in bright colors like turquoise and yellow, is another outlier in design for gaming audiences that includes women as well as men. Yeah, do you also know that they target children for the most part? I mean, yeah, they do games that are more mature rated. It's hard to deny that. You can see them. But things like the Nintendo's main audience is like family-friendly, entertainment, and is designed towards kids for the most part, even though a lot of adults play it. That's why they're in the bright colors, and why the controllers are, a little bit smaller or whatever versus other things. It's because it's more geared towards children, not women. Just saying. But it's really just geared towards everybody, not anyone specifically other than maybe children. But yeah, Google, look, we need to have this talk, all right? There's this talk that we need to have where you need to take 5 seconds to do a Google search before you start spouting things. Hey, we're going to go ahead and develop this controller for women to bring women into gaming. Let's make sure nobody has ever done anything remotely close to like that before we start saying, well, other games or other systems are only made for men because they only come in manly colors. Yeah, that might have been a good thing to do. Anyway, some of our historical competitors in the console space have been a bit more masculine and a bit more mechanical in their approach. They actually said that. Yeah, I was just making that as a... I haven't read this, by the way. If anyone's asking, I have yet to actually read this entire article. I just sort of saw the headline and was like, that's cool, let's go through that. And I hadn't done it yet until this morning on a Monday morning. Because, like I said, I started playing Prison Architect, and after ride after ride after ride and other things, I lost track of time. Anyway, and my whole weekend went away. Which was good. I needed it. I needed to relax a little. For Google, the design decision could help its new gaming service stand out from its competitors. No, it won't. It's already been done. Your competitors have the same thing. Google, your competitors have already done it. It's not going to make you stand out. Anyway, competitors also attract more diverse audiences. Anybody can play games. A blind man can play video games. Trust me, it's been done too. We talked about it at some point, I think, or I wanted to and I never got around to it. But seriously, somebody out there who was blind finally beat Ocarina of Time. That was an amazing thing. And this other guy is playing... whatever that newer game is that I can't remember its name, who also is disabled in several things, when people were crying that it was too hard and we need an easy mode, and he went ahead and got himself videotaped playing and beating various parts of that game, going, look, I'm having issues, I'm disabled and I can do it. What's your excuse again, journos? But I mean, come on, those things are amazing to watch happen, by the way. But to sit there and say, anyway, let's continue. In the United States, women make up 46% of gamers, most of them on the cell phone, of course. We always forget that part. I mean, as great it is to have, women who are gaming. Wish more would. Heck, I wish Konika would get into gaming and, come and play a game or something with me, but no matter how hard I try, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, some women out there just don't game. They rather play the match 3 or listen to audiobooks or whatever it is they do on the phone. According to Entertainment Software Association's video game trade group, it also points to a possible secret weapon for Google as it pushes into the industry that Ernst & Young estimates will generate $1.52 billion in revenue in 2019. Wait, what? Oh, are we talking about the gaming industry as a whole? Because I thought for a second we were talking about the streaming service that only them and like Xbox xCloud has going on, which, by the way, is doing much better, and it's in a beta state right now. It's in a beta state and is doing better. Just putting that out there. It actually makes it worth going back to an Xbox, I think. But considering it's being done in the way that I kind of wish this was being done. If Google has an advantage here versus Xbox or PlayStation, it's that it doesn't have a pre-existing gamer culture it has to appease, said Lani Nooney? Lani Nooney? Oh my gosh, you people and your names. Assistant professor and historian of video games at New York City. That's a profession? Historian of video games. Why am I not doing that? Like, seriously. You want a historian on video games? Shoot. I could so totally do that. Why? I'm in the wrong profession, people. I need to go ahead and see what it takes to become a historian of video games at a university and go teach at the local university. That would be great. The people who want that class will be there because either A, they want an easy A, which I won't make it easy for them, or B, they're generally, interested in video games and the history of video games. Oh my gosh. That would be so great to sit there and I don't know how to teach though. But yeah, you could go over like the war between Nintendo and Sega and all this other stuff and the video game crash and what's going on now. Oh gosh, anyway. That's a class I want to take. I'm getting so sidetracked this morning, my bad. But it's not an advantage because it's already been done. Just so you know. And if this is your assistant professor and historian of video games at New York University, you need to fire this guy or girl because they have no idea what the heck they're talking about. It's been done. Anyway, Google looked at hundreds of colors and polled thousands of gamers before deciding on wasabi green. What Google found, according to its director of designs, Isabel. Anyway, is the color had universal appeal. I don't like wasabi green. I want forest green. Give me forest green. I might be interested. I might go out and buy your product right now, even though it's not going to work. Because it's in forest green. Yeah, that's exactly what causes me to buy something. Anyway, both men and women gravitate towards this color. It ended up being super gender neutral, but still very expressive, she said. It's really hard to find a color like that. It's green. It's not the color of the controller. It's not just the color of the controller. A quick test of the product by CNN Business showed that its controller is slightly easier for small hands to grip than similar products put out by its rivals. Google said that it was intentional. What? Google. No, it's not. No. Oh. Okay, sure. Why not? We'll go with that. We're not going to sit here and break down the dynamics of every one of the controllers of the big rivals right now, Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbone, and see where they do good, where they do bad, and how it just perfectly molds to your hand regardless of the size of your hands, because I've got small hands. I have no problem using either of those controllers at all. Trust me, neither will women nor kids. It's made for small and large hands, so it's super usable for a large assortment of gamers that aren't always appreciate it, said Google's industry designer Jason Pye. Pye, really? Anyway, and the behind-the-scenes video. If Stadia can gain traction among women, it may just push competitors to follow suit. Xbox is already doing it. Microsoft has you beaten to the ground right now. Is that it? Was that the whole thing? That the whole thing? That all? God. Come on, Google. You're so far behind. Just like this video. Everybody already talked about this, I'm sure. Except for me. But Google, come on. You're not pushing yourself into the forefront of the competition. You have bigger things to worry about right now than the color of your controller. Like, seriously. You're dealing with latency issues. Apparently, I heard it's also starting to overheat, and your whole spiel on that was, well, it didn't overheat for us, so we're not going to do anything about it because it's literally not happening to us during our testing period, so forget you. Like, seriously, Google, you have way more things to worry about right now than the color of your controller if you want Google Stadia to stay afloat. And, this will eventually probably be the future of gaming. That's why Microsoft is investing in it right now. But they're doing a lot better at it than you, and I can see the appeal of this technology. It's great. I personally will probably try using it. I'm a little upset at the fact that not actually owning the product, especially as long as we have things like physical products still around and stuff. You know, I prefer to have something physical. But at the same time, my desktop has evolved to the point that it doesn't have a disk drive. So this, I can't technically put this in unless I get an external drive for it. But that's beside the point. You know, the service is could be great. It really could, especially with Google behind it. I would expect somebody like Google to knock it out of the park with this, but this has just been a cluster fire in a dumpster that has apparently ignited 50,000 other dumpsters, the rainforest, and half the equator is now gone from it. I don't know. But yeah, you've got more to worry about than trying to get women to play your games, especially when you have marketed towards gamers specifically with your games and your lineup of games, because casual people don't normally play a lot of those games. It's the more hardcore people, and when your game is literally unplayable because of the latency from, you know, pressing jump or whatnot is more than it should be, like by milliseconds to instead 3 or 4 or 1 second, that's an issue. Fix it first, then worry about the color of your controller. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I will talk to you later. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.